Hello and welcome to My Finance Teacher. And breaking news. Something is breaking today, and it's Bitcoin. Just in one day, it lost around 13%, dropping from around 5,650 US dollars all the way down to the current level of 4,977 or so. And the low for today so far has been even lower. So what happened to Bitcoin? Well, here I would refer you to our previous video where we mentioned when Bitcoin was at about 5,700, 5,600 that there was no support below those levels until the price reaches all the way down to around 5,000, even just slightly below that, exactly where Bitcoin is at the moment. That is based on the September high of 2017. And the critical thing here is whether Bitcoin is going to hold this level. Is it going to hold this level, or is it going to drop further than that? Because if Bitcoin drops below the current levels, again, there is no support, as we mentioned in the previous video, until we reach all the way down to about $3,000. That is a relatively strong support based on both summer highs and September lows. Summer highs of 2017. However, in either case, whether Bitcoin is going to slice through $5,000 and drop considerably lower, or if it bottoms somewhere around here, in either case, I do expect some sort of a bounce within a relatively short term. The reasons why I expect some sort of a bounce are as follows. Firstly, as we mentioned, the current level is some sort of a support zone, meaning that even if this support zone is going to be broken, before it's broken, price is likely to bounce up from that floor, or at least a temporary floor, and then break through below that, if that break happens. The second reason why I expect a bounce relatively soon is the oversold levels on the RSI. We see that the 14-day RSI is deeply into oversold territory at about 13.3. Current price level is also far below the 50-day moving average, and even in the early stages of the bear market, whenever the price was stretched below the 50-day moving average, we saw a bounce following that situation. And lastly, one more reason why I expect some sort of a bounce relatively soon is because of the cycles and their timing. As you might have noticed from loads of my videos, I am a proponent of this cycle theory. And in Bitcoin, we observe that cycles generally last for anywhere between 2 to 3 months or so, for several months. And although with a recent stickiness of the Bitcoin price to the level of 6,600, it's kind of difficult to see any form of a cycle. One way of looking at it is probably recognizing a cycle that started in middle of August and is now stretched a little bit on the long side, meaning that it is due to finish and a new cycle with its advancing phase is due to start anytime soon. For all those reasons, I expect some sort of a bounce in Bitcoin, and where it might lead to is somewhere around this resistance zone at about 5,800 or so. That's based on relatively recent lows in the end of June and in the middle of August. And the most interesting question at the moment is what is going to happen to Bitcoin after, well, some sort of a bounce might bring us towards 5,800 or so. Is Bitcoin going to break down below 4,900-ish and continue its journey towards around 3,000? Or is this level of about 4900 is going to be our final floor for Bitcoin in this bear market? What do you guys think on this possibility? Well, in my opinion, it could go either way, but I would think that there is around 70% chance that the bounce is going to be only temporary and Bitcoin is going to continue its bear market. We haven't been in this bear market for too long yet. And the remaining 30%, of course, is the chance that we're going to see the final lows somewhere at where Bitcoin is at the moment. In either case, let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and hit the like button if you'd like Bitcoin to be at 10K soon. Thanks for your attention, and bye-bye.